All right, on this sunny day, we welcome a ray of sunshine and raw Chef Jane right here to the Daytime Kitchen. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself, Chris?
Yeah. You brought in some goodies from your garden this morning.
I did. We went picking in the garden, and I have a few different things here. I have a zucchini, which I've divided into
Had some of that for dinner last night.
Yeah, well, I've been eating it every day.
Yeah.
A zucchini, I have a beautiful, look at this red tomato, but I also have something different. These little black tomatoes, or purple tomatoes, if you will, which are actually purple inside. They're inside and out. They're very good. Some fresh basil, some cinnamon basil, which I think you already tasted.
I tried that, and that is very unusual. Tell the folks about that, because it has some different flavor notes to it.
Well, there are a lot of different kinds of basil, and you may not realize this. And we have the regular Genovese basil, which is the standard basil that we're used to. The cinnamon basil, which has kind of a dark stem to it, and the flowers come out very dark purple, which is also good for pollinators. And then there's like the purple Thai basil, which also I like to let grow in my flower garden so that the flowers grow. And a very good pollinating plant for the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
You actually let me taste that just a moment ago.
It's different.
And when you first bite into it, you get that cinnamon taste, and then it becomes like a mint taste. Yeah. And you were telling me it's part of the mint family.
Basil is a mint, and many people don't necessarily realize that. I wouldn't necessarily use my mint in conjunction, well, not in conjunction with maybe, but not in place of the basil, because to me it's just a little too different. Basil is a part of the mint family. So you're going to, all of the different kinds of basil, like your purple Thai, your, what is it, the African black, and there are so many different kinds, all give you subtleness in their flavor. It doesn't, you can probably use all of them interchangeably. You may notice a little bit of a difference in taste. You'll definitely notice some difference in the colors when you get into your purple Thai basil and other things, where the color of the basil is actually physically different.
That's one of those things you can just kind of experiment with and find what tastes good to you.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's get into what I'm doing today.
All right.
Now, as you see, I have everything from my garden. I went outside and picked the fresh basil this morning. Glenn picked the tomato and the zucchini and I guess the tomatoes and the zucchini yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. Look at these beautiful tomatoes.
Oh, they're
these purple
so
ones.
beautiful. Yes.
I made my cheese. Now, we all know how to make our cashew cheese. Okay, it's just cashews, a little bit of lemon juice, tiny bit of water, and I put a little dash of Himalayan salt in there. You can season it to how you like it. If you wanted to make it more of a Boursin type of a cheese, you'd put some garlic in there, maybe some herbs in it, and make it in that respect. How much water you put in is up to you. It will get a little bit more solid when it's in the refrigerator, because the cashews are going to absorb the water, and that's one of the secrets to my cheesecakes and my cheese. Okay, so what I did was I made some of this, and I'm just going to take a tiny little dollop, and this is going to act as glue. Okay, I'm going to take this beautiful piece of tomato. So I've cut some zucchini rounds. Okay. This little piece, now it's not going to fall off of there because you have it glued on with a little bit of the cheese, okay? I'm going to take a little bit of my Parmesan cheese and put it on there.
Okay.
And some of my chiffonade basil, and poof.
There you go.
How simple is this?
Yes.
Now, you want to eat this in the summertime? Make a lot of it and eat it as a meal, or bring it to an event that you're going to. Now, what's nice about it is that in pretty much all of my food is that you can bring it to a picnic, a barbecue, or anything like that, and it's not going to spoil.
No.
Okay, we don't have any dairy in the cheese to spoil it all, so it's pretty easy to do. Okay, I'm going to show you one other thing, and then when we come back to
can we come back and let you show Amy that when we come back, because we're gonna come back here in just a few moments. I want to see what you're going to do with the purple tomatoes too, and we're going to do some spiralizing.
Well, I just want to show you a little bit of the spiralization.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm just going to put a tiny bit on a plate, which you can use as hors d'oeuvres. Okay, and we're going to do exactly what we did with the
cheese.
Yeah, we're going to put a little dollop of the cheese on the top. Just a little dollop.
All right, we'll be back in just a few moments with more Daytime and more with Raw Chef Jane coming up.